What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to KnobHead Football. This episode is going to be a scouting report on Malik Willis, quarterback out of Liberty, drafted to the Tennessee Titans, the guy who won't be getting mentored by Tannehill apparently. But yeah, we're just going to get into some of his strengths, weaknesses, player comparisons, some of my favorite plays from him, and my least favorite plays as well. So here are the stats from last season. Among the top quarterbacks, probably got the worst passing stats, but on the flip side, he's got the best rushing stats pretty much by far. Alright, so his strengths and weaknesses. Start out with the strengths. High highs. His best plays are probably the best plays out of anybody in this class. But on the flip side, he has the lowest lows of anybody, so his worst plays are going to be pretty much the worst out of the top guys. So fairly inconsistent with his play, but with the high highs, there's so much potential there if his coaches and himself can get the best out of him in the next couple years or so. Another strength, sky high confidence, which can be a bad thing at times, which I'll show a couple examples of. Overall, I'd rather have my quarterback be confident than not. As a runner, he's got really every tool you could possibly want. He's got the speed, acceleration, agility, strength, patience, instincts, any other tool you can think of as a runner, he's pretty much got it. When you have a guy who has every tool as a runner, it's rare that he also has pretty insane arm talent, which he does. He's got the arm strength. He can throw on the run really well. He can throw from different arm angles like some of the top guys in the league right now, which is pretty impressive. Like I said, to have all the tools in his legs and his arm is pretty rare. If he can get rid of some of the terrible plays, really the sky's the limit for this dude. My last strength on this list is looks to throw first, just because I feel like it's rare when you have some guy who's incredibly talented as a runner. A lot of times, once they get out of the pocket, they just look to run just because that's worked for them their whole lives, but he rarely takes off too early, in my opinion. But yeah, his weaknesses, like I mentioned, the low lows, just the inconsistency, always looking for the best play, which goes along with his confidence. Like I said, a lot of the times, confidence can be a great thing, but I know it's not a sexy play to throw the ball away, but there's definitely some times where he should throw the ball away instead of doing the next thing on the list, which is taking too many sacks. To be fair, the Liberty O-line struggled a lot this year, so a lot of the sacks on the stat sheet weren't necessarily his fault, but he certainly played a role in some of them just by trying to do a little too much. Inconsistent accuracy, this is something he's going to have to fix if he wants to reach his full potential, but if he can somehow take a Josh Allen development road and improve his accuracy, watch out for this guy in the next 2 or 3 years. Another weakness, I kind of hate to put this on here, but I feel like I have to. I mean, he played at Liberty, so the competition level isn't the same as some other guys in this class when you have like a Matt Corral in the SEC or even Kenny Pickett at Pitt or Desmond Ridder in Cincinnati playing in the playoff. He's not going to have the same competition level as some of those guys, but he did play against some good teams and play well against some good teams. So my player comparison for Malik Willis is a high variance Jalen Hurts. I think they have a similar style of play where they can each do everything. Jalen Hurts is just a safer version of Malik Willis, basically. His highs aren't going to be as high, his lows aren't going to be as low. He brings some of the same things as Jalen Hurts as far as the running in, the throwing ability. I would say Malik Willis is significantly more talented than Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts is certainly a safer version of that style of play. My career projection for him is wild. This is my expert analysis. Anywhere from a fringe starter to an all-pro. So basically, I might as well just put a big question mark there because I have no clue. Like I said, I do think he can be an all-pro if he can reach his full potential, but I also see a world where he's struggling to get on the field as a starter if he doesn't develop much from where he's at. But hopefully, he can get closer to the all-pro version of himself, which I think he can get to. Alright, here's an example of his running ability. This is going to be 4th and 3. Liberty's just going to put it in the hands of their best player. QB power to the right here. There's going to be nothing there. He's going to stiff arm, not able to get to the edge, cut back all the way back left, find his way to the marker for the first down. Alright, here in the bowl game against Eastern Michigan, he's going to drop back, look to throw first, clean pocket, not going to find anything open, he's going to step up, and then just the speed to split those defenders and make it all the way to the end zone for the TD. Here we go, 2nd and 5 against Middle Tennessee. Going to be a free rush off the edge. He's going to evade that guy fairly easily, has the strength to stay up, and then just deliver a perfect lob throw over the shoulder on the run. Can't place that ball any better to evade that guy, get out on the run, and then just put a perfect ball over the shoulder for the first down and a big gain. All right, here's another throw on the run. Going to be a rush out the edge. He's going to force him out right. Going to hesitate to avoid this defender here. And then just a really nice crossbody throw. Not many guys can make this play. This is just showing some of the arm talent he has. While he has great talent with his legs, he can still make throws like this on the run. Check out this placement right here. Little bit behind, but receiver makes a nice catch, by the way. But man, it's just such a nice throw, crossbody on the run, and the ability to get out and evade that rush. All right, here's showing a little bit of his arm strength. 3rd and 9, seam throw to beat the safety. Literally a perfect throw. Cannot place this any better. Most quarterbacks, this probably isn't a touchdown, even if it's complete. But yeah, just places that perfectly in stride to just beat the safety. Here's another play in the bowl game. Going to be from his own end zone here, 3rd and 15. And just the placement on that ball. Risky throw here. But to beat the safety in the corner here, put that ball on the sideline for his receiver to make it a catch. I think the receiver ended up dropping. I think this is incomplete, but either way, really nice placement on that ball. All right, here's an example of his inconsistent accuracy. This is just a wide open out throw on 3rd and 4. Pretty easy first down pickup right here. They're in man coverage. Receiver gets this guy turned around fairly easily and just places this ball outside. Really not even close. Should be an easy first down there, but yeah, like I said, he's got all the tools, but sometimes the ball can just get away from him. Here's an example where the confidence can bite him in the ass a little bit. This is going to be 4th and 7. Obviously, you hate to throw the ball away on 4th and 7, but you got to do something here. Instead, he just steps out of bounds and takes a huge sack. You're against Army, pretty good team. You're down 10 already. You don't want to give them 15 yards of extra field position here. And if you don't want to throw this ball away, just throw it up. Even if it gets intercepted, you're probably giving better field position to your defense if you just throw it up and intercept it 30 yards down the field. But yeah, instead you lose 15 yards on a sack for really no reason at all. It's almost just like an accidental thing, like he didn't know where the sideline was or something, not sure. But yeah, just pretty bad play there, trying to do too much. Another example of that same thing against the same team as well. It's going to be a read option here and just showing his ability, his running ability to even get a yard on this. But this is pretty bad read. He should have just handed this ball off. I mean, right here, you got blockers out in front. You're really putting your running back one-on-one with a DB here, which is pretty much exactly what you want. Really no reason to not hand this ball off, but yeah, instead he keeps it and he breaks 1,000 tackles, which again, is good to see, but you're getting a yard on that where you should have just handed that off and you probably would have at least gotten 3 or 4 there minimum. All right, I'm going to get into my favorite and my least favorite play from Malik Willis this past season. So this is my favorite play against Middle Tennessee State. He's going to drop back and the arm strength, rolling left, falling back, the arm strength to put this over 2 defenders. I mean, look at this angle here. Like I mentioned, the arm talent. Falling backwards to put this ball 60 yards over the shoulder, over 2 defenders is incredibly impressive. And that's just some of the stuff he brings a little bit. I mean, I hate to make the Josh Allen comparison, but there definitely are similarities. He's kind of like a smaller Josh Allen in terms of play style a little bit, where you have the running ability, the tools as a runner, but also just like that insane arm strength like you see there. All right, my least favorite play from Malik Willis, this one against Ole Miss here. It's just kind of a weird play. It's going to be a screen pass, and he's just going to overthrow it, not even give his running back a chance. Should have been an easy pick for the defender, but it was dropped, probably because he didn't expect it to land right in his lap. But you just can't be doing this. He's somewhat under pressure. The rusher slips a little bit, just a jump throw, and overthrows his running back on this. Can't be doing that. This should have been a free pick, especially against a team like Ole Miss. You're already down 2 scores. This is 4th quarter, 7.5 minutes left. You're basically throwing the game away right there if Ole Miss is able to catch that ball. But that's going to do it for my Malik Willis scouting report. Like I said, man, if he can reach his full potential, the sky's the limit. There's no reason why this guy can't be really a staple in the NFL as one of those top-tier quarterbacks. if he can develop a lot. Like I said, just the inconsistency is the main issue. But as far as just pure talent, he has really everything you could possibly want as a thrower and as a runner, which is so rare. But yeah, that's going to do it, Titans fans. Really a perfect situation, in my opinion, for him. He can sit behind Tannehill for a year or two, and you can kind of see what you have with him. But yeah, I would be excited if I was a Titans fan, just to have this guy sitting on the bench with all this talent. But yeah, that's going to do it. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. And yeah, I'll be back soon.